Mehdi against 20 conservatives. One progressive against 20 conservatives. This was a debate which was organized by Jubilee. And as we all know, Jubilee has been having debates from different perspectives, individuals from different perspectives arguing against each other. But this time round, it was Mehdi, a progressive, against 20 conservatives. That debate turned out to be chaotic because individuals came out, some as fascists, others as Nazis, and others they didn't have anything to communicate. They just sat there, fumbled, thought carefree, and they had nothing to talk in that debate. So let's start with the main theme which came out of that debate. There is one of the quotes which I do believe, I may not have the exact word, but I'm trying to outline what Malcolm X tried to say. So there is a thing which Malcolm X talks about, those black Americans who wanted to be integrated with the whites. So there's one individual who was a conservative, as he believed himself to be, and he was from Iran. He migrated to the United States of America. And the talking point which he heard, it seems this is an individual who wants to be fully integrated, either to be an Israeli Zionist regime member or a white conservative, because the talking points which he heard were exactly what I've seen those individuals who are aligned with the Zionist regime in Israel, or the white conservatives who want kids, babies, women to be butchered in a genocide which is done in Gaza, talk about. So this is an individual who I believe Malcolm X was talking about. The individual who wants to be integrated with the whites. By that time, whites had nothing to do with the blacks. They pretended probably they wanted to be associated with the blacks, but in the real sense, they never wanted to be associated with them. So that's why you find that Malcolm X was talking about a Negro who was seriously ready to take a bullet for the white man. Who Malcolm X used to say that when the white was sick, the Negro may end up saying, "Are we sick?" So that's what I saw from the Iranian individual who was in that conservative side. There's another individual who came out as a fascist who was ready to have a government which, once democracy enabled it to be in a position to govern, from there will be no another direction. It will be an autocratic government. And this individual was so proud, was ready to defend his beliefs, because he never saw if there is anything wrong with that. And it kept me wondering, were these individuals actually serious about what they were saying, or they were just cornered by Mehdi? Because we all understand that Mehdi is an experienced individual. He has done a lot of debates, he has facts. But even if we can try to defend these fascists, these Nazis, it is so hard to defend them, because you can actually forgive them if they were in a position to change their mind. But the way they were holding their beliefs so strongly that they even were ready to take a bullet for it, it becomes so hard to defend these fascists, these Nazis who are in the conservative side. So Mehdi dismantled those individuals. Even there were one of the individuals who said that Mehdi needed to get out of the country. And the main reason being is that he accused the foreigners, those individuals who are naturalized, who have come to the United States of America and acquired the citizenship of the United States of America, as saying bullshit, that the natives were lazy, they were not hardworking. And actually Mehdi never said that. But the individual came out so angry because he believed that those foreigners who had come to the United States of America were taking opportunities and they were looking down upon them. But something which is also kind of astonishing is this individual was telling Mehdi to move out of the country. His great, I can say, great ancestors, grandparents arrived in the United States of America in 1600, 1500 there. So he is not a Native American. Just because Mehdi arrived late and his grandparents arrived so early doesn't mean he is a Native American. There were Native Americans in the United States of America, and genocides took place in the United States of America when the settlers arrived in the United States of America. So majority of the Americans who are in the United States of America are from all over the world. They are not natives. The likes of Africans, Americans who were taken to the United States of America through slavery, other settlers arrived from Britain, Ireland, Russia. So most of the individuals who are within the United States of America, they are not the natives. So some of the right-wing conservatives, their arguments actually tend to break apart once these kind of points, facts are given to them. Another important topic which I do believe came out in that debate is there were some individuals who are in agreement with the beliefs and ideas of Mehdi, and they even didn't have anything to debate against Mehdi. So that debate was amazing. The right-wing conservatives, some of their bad traits, bad behaviors emerged in that debate. Some of them were so, how can I say, they were not dumb, but probably they had no facts, and you may spend some short period of time to go and debate someone who was doing that work for a long period of time. You may end up emerging out as a complete dumb person, but it doesn't make you dumb. But what makes you dumb is the fact that you are not ready to change your perspective. You are not ready to change your opinion towards some of the beliefs which you have been holding for a long period of time. And others were even ready to defend Donald Trump to tear up the constitution and rule as he wants, which is kind of absurd considering that the United States of America is a country which has portrayed itself as a country which is fighting for democracy, a country which is governed by the rule of law. But once these far right wing individuals want to throw this piece of paper and be ruled haphazardly by any individual who is in power, is a bad trajectory for the United States of America. I'd like your thoughts if you have watched that interview of Mehdi versus 20 conservatives on the Jubilee YouTube channel. What are your thoughts? What are your perspective? Is the United States of America, more especially the right-wing perspective, making the United States America great again, or the MAGA movement? If that's what they believe in, the United States of America is heading in the bad direction. I would like your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe, like, share. See you in my next one.